Hey gorgeous, welcome back to the makeup aisle. Today's video is going to be my everyday makeup drawer for the month of April 2017. I am going to first show you all the things that I had in my everyday makeup drawer in the month of March, and then I'm going to shop my stash and show you what I will be having in there for the month of April. So this is a quick overview of everything I had in my drawer in March. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to separate all of these items out by like primers, foundations, highlighters, things like that, so that I can just talk about each group individually, talk about what I liked about it, what's going back. Most things do eventually go back. I only keep back a few things that I haven't used a lot during the month, but most of these things I have used a lot during the month of March. And some of these things have actually been in here for 1 to 2 rotations, so it's time for them to go back into my collection and for me to pull out some other stuff. And I have a lot of new stuff and I can't wait to share that with you. So without further ado, let's get started. So these are the primers that I had in my monthly makeup drawer for the month of March. Starting to the left, that is the Time Balm by The Balm, which is a really great primer. Then next to that is the Hourglass Veil. I've said it before, I'm actually going to keep this in my everyday makeup drawer because I am trying to just finish it up. So next to that I have the Becca First, what is it called? The First Backlight or something like that. First Light Priming Filter. And that is the purple one that just came out recently. So I really was loving that, but I used it a lot, so I'm definitely going to put that back. Then the next one is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More, which also is a wonderful pore blurring primer, but I used it a lot, so it's going back. My Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer Mattifying, that always stays in my everyday makeup drawer because I do have a very oily T-zone, and so I use that every single day. This month I only had 3 foundations, and I sort of did that on purpose. To the left there, you see the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Gel Foundation. I've already talked about this, and I believe it's on a video that's going to be up shortly, but this was expiring, so I wanted to use up as much as I could from this bottle before I threw it out. So I was using this most of the month, and then I also was using my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, which is also going to be expiring soon. And the last one to the right is one that I always keep in my everyday makeup drawer because I do not always wear liquid or cream foundation. It is my Mary Kay Mineral Powder Foundation, and this is in Beige 1.5. Love this powder because it keeps my skin mattified, and again, it's very easy and quick to apply when I don't want not necessarily the heaviness of a liquid foundation, but just when I don't want to do the liquid, finishing powder and all that stuff. This is one step, and it's quick, and it's very easy. Moving on to correctors and concealers, I always tend to keep a lot of those for the month just because I like to kind of rotate through that, because you don't use a lot of concealer, so it takes a really long time to get through a container or tube of concealer. Starting at the left, I have my LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector, which is my holy grail. Absolutely love that. But I'm going to be putting that back this month, as well as the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. I used both of those a lot this month. I also have the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer, which was a newer product for me. I'm actually going to keep that in for one more rotation because although I did use it, I want to use it some more because I really do like it. I also had brought in my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. I use this to mix with darker concealers because this is very light for my skin, but I still do like the formula very much. Then I have the Lorac Perfection Concealer, and I always say this every time I mention this concealer. I do not understand why more people are not talking about it because it is such a great concealer. It's thick and creamy, blends out beautifully, doesn't crepe, doesn't crease. It's just so perfect. I know that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get through this tube before it expires, but I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this. Then I have my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which I've been saying I am going to keep in there because that is also almost done, so I kind of want to get through with it. I have my Bobbi Brown Corrector. That is almost done. I've already hit pan, so I'm going to keep that in the rotation as well. And then I have my Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector, and that is in Dark Peach. I am going to keep that in there as well because I am really, really loving this corrector, and I've actually used quite a lot of it, so I'm probably going to have to repurchase this sooner than I thought, but it just is a really good corrector, lays on the skin beautifully, it covers up my dark circles, so I'm really glad they came out with a darker version of their peach corrector. For powders during the month of March, it was a very slim pickings. I had my Flower Beauty Loose Up Loose Powder, and then my Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in Banana. I always have, which I didn't bring downstairs to put on camera, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder to set my concealer daily. That just stays in there. That is like perpetually in the drawer, so it doesn't budge from there. I am going to put these two back. The Flower Beauty, I have used the crap out of that thing. I absolutely love that loose powder. For bronzers and contour in the month of March, I had my Bare Minerals bronzer in the High Dive, that's to the far left. Then I have the Bronze Booster Contour Kit from Physicians Formula, which I absolutely love. And then I have this Jordana Sculpt and Glow Creamy Contour Stick. I have not used that yet. I am going to put it back. I'm going to pull it out at a later time. If I find that I'm not using it again, I am just going to go ahead and declutter that and give it away. I want to use cream contour, but I am so afraid to do it. I think I just have to bite the bullet and get it done. And then the last bronzer that I had was the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze, which I really, really loved. But again, I used all of these a lot, with the exception, of course, of the Jordana. So these are all going to go back, and I will be picking out new bronzers for this month. I had several highlighters that I had in my everyday makeup drawer in the month of March. Starting at the top in the middle, there is the Jordana Glow and Go, also a cream product, but a highlighting product. I use that a little bit, but again, I'm going to put it back, bring it out in the future, and if I find that I'm really not using it, I am going to go ahead and declutter that and give it to someone else. The next thing is the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid, which is also another cream highlighter. I didn't use that a lot, so I want to keep that in because I do like it. It's just that I've got to try to make myself reach for cream products more often, just because my skin is you know, I have combination skin. I like a matte finish. I don't really tend to reach for cream products, but I know that I want to put it on my face and then put powder over it to kind of really set it. And I think that that will do the trick. I just have to do that. So next to the Jordana is the Makeup Revolution Skin Kiss in gold. They have two other finishes. They have like a really light pearly color and then like a peachy gold color. This is just a straight gold. Then under there is one of the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Bricks. That is really nice as well. Next to that is the Essence Nude Highlighter. Love that thing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. If you want a very natural highlight, that is the way to go, and it's only $5. Then next to that is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is from the new spring collection. I am going to be putting that back. I use that a lot because I want to bring out the other shade. I was lucky enough to find both this one and the purple one. So I was so happy with the blushes I had during the month of March. Up top here, I just kind of put it on the cover of this MAC palette, is the Infallible Paints blusher. Or blush palette. I had tried it before, really didn't like it, gave it another chance, and I absolutely love it. The colors are so pigmented, so saturated, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, this is the MAC blush palette that I am putting together. I still have to put 3 more blushes in there, but I absolutely love the blushes that are in there now, so I got a lot of use out of those. And then up top here is an Illamasqua blush in Thrust, I want to say, yes, it's in Thrust. And then this is the Flower Beauty Flower Pots blush in Sweet Pea, which I have been raving about all month. I absolutely love this blush. This palette that I put together myself, I got so much use out of during the month of March. Up top there to the left, those top 12, those are ColourPop pressed eyeshadows, which I am in love with. Like, they're such great shadows. You unfortunately get a lot of fallout and a lot of kick up, but once the colors are on the eyes, the color payoff is perfect. It's not something that you necessarily have to build up so much because there's no pigment in them. It's just perfect. And then the top 6 up to the right there, those are from Colored Rain. And the ones on the bottom, the 2 bottom rows, are from NYX, which I've used some of them. I wasn't too impressed, but I do have to use the rest of them. The pigmentation, unfortunately, on those was not great. You had to build them up a lot and they didn't last too long. But this was a palette that I got a lot of use of, so this is definitely going back. Some of the other shadows that I was also using this month are these 3 duos. These are from ColourPop. These are the new pressed eyeshadows, and these came out around Valentine's Day. So I kept these in my everyday makeup drawer actually since I got them, so it's been a little longer than a month. I think it's been like 2 months. And I did use most of these and I did like them, so they are going to be going back. So the rest of the palettes that I had, or eyeshadows I should say, that I had in my makeup drawer, up top is the Lorac Pro To Go 2. I kept that in there to have a black shadow in case I needed it. And then under there, it's the Jewel Toned palette, and this is from CoverGirl. This is the True Naked palette. I haven't used all of that, so I do want to keep it in there one more rotation because I really do want to use it more. And then I have 2 of the new trios from Wet n Wild. This is from the spring collection. They did have a 3rd one. I really wasn't interested too much in the colors, but I did get use out of these, which I really did enjoy them, so I am also going to put these back as well. For lipsticks, starting at the far left, I have the MAC Selena Amor Prohibido, which is a gorgeous nude. I used that a lot, so I'm going to be putting that back. And then the next 2 after that are from ColourPop. It's one of their Ultra Satins and then one of their Ultra Metallic liquid lipsticks. And then after that, I have an Essence XXX Shine Gloss, a Tarte Lipsurgence, I think it's called, is it? Yes. And then my Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte liquid lipstick in Share, which is one of my favorites. And then 2 of the new Wet n Wild, what are these called again? Liquid Catsuit liquid lipsticks, which are really gorgeous. So I got use out of all of them. I think I am going to keep my Gerard Cosmetics Share liquid lipstick in there because I kind of rediscovered it this month, so I'm really loving it. Now we're to the point where I am going to shop my stash for the things that I'm going to be using during the month of April. What you're looking at is half of a drawer right now, but this is like my new things drawer. So what I keep doing is just putting new stuff in there that I don't necessarily want to bring in mid-month. It's very rare that a product makes it into the rotation mid-month. The first things here on the bottom are both by Flower Beauty. This is the highlighting palette that I got a few weeks ago, so I put it in here. I have not used this yet. This is the contour palette. It also has a blusher and a highlighter in there. I did use this once or twice. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder that I was talking about. This is the purple one, and this is in Lilac to Reality. This is a new blush from Flower Beauty. This is one of their new Flower Pots blush, and this is in the shade Deep Peony. Let me just open it up here so you can get a really nice look at that. This, they said online, was an online exclusive, so I went ahead and got it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm also going to be pulling in this Rimmel Kate Contour palette. I know that this has been out for quite some time, but I saw it at, I believe, a Walgreens, and it was on sale for half price, so I grabbed it, and I'm really excited to use it because I've heard really nice things about this contour palette. Back here I have, and let me open it because this cover is just really blinding. This is a blush from Black Radiance. I am using and trying out some products this month from Black-owned makeup businesses because I do want to do that bomb video that was out some time ago. I swatched this blush, absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to use it. I have 3 new lip products here. I have a lipstick from Flower Beauty, then I have a lip gloss from Flower Beauty, and I have this Ulta Beauty matte lipstick. But it's very pretty color. It's not really zooming in, but it is a very gorgeous color, so I cannot wait to use it. Then here is a bronzer from Etude House. This is a V-Line Slim Maker. This is really gorgeous, and I've had this for quite some time but haven't used it, so I'm really excited to use it. The bronze color looks really good for my skin, nice and dark. This I just got in the mail today. This is the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I think I had talked about that I had the Chocolate Soleil, but it's a little too light for me, so I'm excited to use this one, and of course it smells like chocolate, so I need a s'mores now. Then I have a bunch of new products from LA Girl because I want to do a video with these products to do a review. This is the strobe highlighter, and this is in 110 watt. I swatched this. This sucker is no joke, so I cannot wait to put that on my cheeks. Then I have the LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. Let me see if this will... There we go. So that looks really nice. I'm thinking that this is not going to be too dark for my skin, so I can't wait to give that a go and try that. Then also from LA Girl, I have the Pro Prep Smoothing Face Primer. I usually tend to go for smoothing face primers. It's just something that I like better for my skin. But I am excited to try this out and give my review on it. The next thing from LA Girl that I have is a blusher, and it's called Just Blushing. The shade is called Just Playful. I had another shade, but it was a little too shimmery, so I grabbed this one instead. So this is the one that's going to be going into my everyday makeup drawer for me to use and to review for a later video. I have two eyeshadows from LA Girl that are also going to make it into this month's makeup drawer. And this is the first collection of shades here. Very nice. As you know, I love my purples, so that is going to be in there this month. And then the next one is a collection of like turquoise colors, and this is called Tranquilize. That I just love. They have, I gotta say, about 10 or 12 of these little palettes, and I've heard some reviews on these and they said that they're very good, and I kind of saw them in action, so I'm excited to use these. Then the next thing I have is one of the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powders, basically a highlighter, and this is in Lavender Steel. I love the way lavender looks on my skin, so I wanted to pick this up, and it was buy one get one half off at Ulta, so I went ahead and took advantage of that sale. Then I also just got this in the mail today, and I'm sure it's very reflective. I'm trying not to blind you there. It's the Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighter, and this one is in Ray of Light, which is kind of the peachy gold tone. I swatched this earlier. It is... just absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to play with this. I'm also going to be bringing in the Essence eyeshadow base. I just picked this up at Ulta. Ulta was having a really good sale the other day. Most of their drugstore products were like buy one, get one 50% off. So I picked this up with a lipstick, and I can't wait to try this out. I did try it on the back of my hand, and it's basically almost like a concealer type primer. So I can't wait to try this. I have also two products here from J. Manuel Beauty. I have tried his foundation, which I really love, so I wanted to give a couple of more items a go. This is the Intense Color Eyeshadow Quad in Narcotic, and this is what it looks like. Of course, my very beautiful cool tone colors, so I can't wait to try that out. I did swatch these colors, and they swatched very nicely, so I can't wait to see what they look like on the eye. And then the next thing also from J. Manuel Beauty is a highlighter. I actually did swatch and use this once, and I was very impressed with not only how it looked, but the lasting power as well. So I had also made an order with Milk Makeup the other day, and with that order, they sent this cute little blur stick sample. I just love it because they didn't really take shortcuts with it. It's still a sample, but it has the name on the front. It's got the same type of packaging, and everyone's been raving about it. I just haven't been able to bite the bullet and get a full-size one, so I am going to use this, and if I do like it, I will be purchasing the full-size one. So I have several new foundations that I recently have purchased. I'm bringing them all in for the month of April because I want to give them all a go. And for the LA Girl, the Ulta, and then the Black Radiance, I want to give a review. I think the Urban Decay All-Nighter, we've had reviews up and down the board. It has been out for a very long time. I know that there's been a lot of reviews on the LA Girl, but I want to do my own review, like I said, and I have several different products. So I did pick up the Pro Coverage illuminating foundation. Even though I like a matte finish, I will use the powder with this, but I am excited to try that out. Then during the 21 Days of Beauty, I had gone into Ulta to pick something up, and all of their foundations, their brand of foundations, was $6. This is the Demi Matte Foundation, so I am very, very excited to try this and see how it works on my skin. As I was saying earlier, I am trying out products from Black-owned makeup businesses. This is the Black Radiance Color Perfect Oil-Free Liquid Makeup. I am excited to try this. The color looks perfect. I swatched it already, and it just looks beautiful. And then, of course, as you can see here, I finally got around to purchasing the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. This has gotten great reviews from people, especially people with oily skin, so I cannot wait to try this out. For eyes this month, I got a lot of stuff because I'm trying to do more tutorials now on my channel, so I've been trying out different eye products. The first thing I have, which I absolutely love, and I will be doing a full review on this in a week or so, is the Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette from Dose of Colors. Let me just show you what it looks like inside because it's really, really pretty. And I don't want to blind you. There we go. It is absolutely gorgeous, wears so well. The colors are so vibrant. So this is another product that I just received in the mail today, which is the Too Faced Natural Matte Eyeshadow Palette. This is one of their tin palettes, and that's what it looks like if you haven't seen it already. I cannot wait to play with this. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to use this for a tutorial. My sister's been asking me to do something a little more subdued, something more office appropriate, because I've been doing like smoky eye tutorials, and she's like, that's not helping me. I need something that I can use to work. So I think I'm going to use this for a tutorial because the colors are very subdued, but still very nice. And these tin palettes from Too Faced are always excellent quality, so I am definitely expecting this one to be as well. I also picked up the Lorac California Dreamin' palette. I've heard wonderful things about this palette. Let me just open it up so you can see the colors there. I am so excited to use this palette, especially that green in the middle is just calling my name. That pink in the middle to the left there is also gorgeous. But this palette got very nice reviews from a lot of different YouTubers, so I cannot wait to use this as well. But I am going to pull in the Milk Makeup Pigment. This is the thing that I had ordered the other day when I got the little mini blur stick. This is in the shade Rave, which is the purple. I think a lot of people have done videos swatching these, and everyone really across the board has loved these. So I went ahead and shopped my stash, or the rest of my stash, off camera because I really didn't have a lot to pull in because I have so much new things. But starting with powders, I did want to bring in a few others. This e.l.f. High Definition powder, I think I used it once and I did like it, but I need to use it a little more. And then right next to there is the BH Studio Pro pressed powder, which is a nice finishing powder as well. I wanted to bring in these two foundation primers because I want to finish these up already. The first one that you see is the Laura Mercier oil-free foundation primer. It's a very nice primer, but I wanted to just get a small one to test it out. And I think if I keep using it, probably for the next month or two, I should finish it off. And as you can see, the Stila One Step has pushed up. This is a really nice primer, though. I really do like it because it has correcting properties in it. So when you put it on your skin, it really evens out the skin tone and just feels really nice on the skin. For concealers, I brought in my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin and also the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I know the Bare Skin I'm going to need to use up or as much as I can because I think this is also expiring soon. So I'm really going to try to get through a lot of that during this month. Even though I have several lip products, I wanted to bring in stuff that I am used to. I only kept one in there that I am used to and like. The others are new. So starting on the left, that is a lip liner from Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Share. And I did keep the Hydra Matte Liquid Lipstick in Share in my everyday makeup drawer for the month of April, so I want to use those together. And then the next thing is a lip liner. This is from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani line in red, but I don't know the shade of it. And then the next lipstick, which goes with that, or I use those together, is my NYX Creamy Lipstick in Snow White. I do not like red lipstick. This has absolutely changed my mind. It is the perfect red lipstick. I like the way I look in it or with it on, and it's absolutely beautiful. And then the last two lip products I have are from Salma Hayek's Nuance line. This is sold at CVS. I have a lip gloss and a lipstick, and I absolutely love both of those. And then the last little sad little thing is a blush that I pulled from ColourPop. This is called the New Lows. I love the ColourPop blushes, and I don't use them as much as I should, so I wanted to pull in one blush this month. So that is going to be it for my everyday makeup drawer. So I'm just going to organize everything, and then I'm going to show you how everything looks after. So this is what all of the items look like that I am going to be using during the month of April. I have taken the camera off the tripod, so I hope I'm not shaking too much. but I just kind of organized everything into the containers that I keep in my dresser drawer. And then I also brought down my Muji drawers just so you can take a quick look as to how I tend to organize everything. Obviously, I like to put out the really nice stuff for decoration as well on my dresser. Thank you so much for spending a few moments of your day with me today to look at my everyday makeup drawer. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Make sure to also click that little bell so that you get alerted to whenever I upload new videos. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!